You know, there was a time in my life when a single word changed everything for me. A word so long, so intimidating, that it almost looked like a secret code meant to be deciphered by only the bravest minds. That word? Kakorrhaphiaphobia. The first time I came across it, I had to say it out loud, slowly. Kakorrhaphiaphobia. Sounds complex, right? But at its core, it's simply the fear of failure. And let's be honest, failure terrifies most of us. It makes us hesitate. It makes us second-guess ourselves. But what if I told you that your fear of failing is the only thing standing between you and greatness? Let's break it down. The word has Greek roots. Kakos meaning bad or evil, raphi meaning sewing or stitching, and phobia, which we all know means fear. So, essentially, kakorrhaphiaphobia is the fear of stitching together a bad outcome. A fear of making mistakes so severe that it stops you from even trying. But here's the thing, every visionary, every leader, every trailblazer you admire has failed. Repeatedly, publicly, painfully, yet they didn't let that stop them. And that's the lesson I wish I had learned sooner. I remember the first time I let this fear control me. I had a chance to lead a project, to step up, but instead I hesitated. What if I made a mistake? What if people laughed? What if I wasn't good enough? So, I stepped back, and someone else took the lead. Not because they were better, but because they were willing to fail. And that stung. But I learned something that day. Words have power, but only the power we give them. Fear of failure? It's just a phrase. And like any phrase, we can choose how we interpret it. Instead of fearing failure, what if we redefined it as necessary growth? What if every mistake was just a stepping stone towards something greater? You see, kakorrhaphiaphobia isn't just a fancy word, it's a mental prison. And the key to breaking free is simple. You must fail forward. So here's what I want you to do. Starting today, I want you to dissect, decode, and decipher every word that tries to box you in. Don't just accept definitions, challenge them, redefine them, and most importantly, never let fear define you. Because leaders, true leaders, aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who refuse to be paralyzed by the possibility of failure. So tell me, will you let kakorrhaphiaphobia control you? Or will you rewrite your story, your future? It's waiting on the other side of fear. It's time to step through.